guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a wash stall for your Schleich horses. I apologise if I sound bunged up, I have a cold, so that's fun. So the first thing you're going to need is a hot glue gun that works and probably some spare glue sticks because these take quite a lot of glue. You need a small ruler, 7, they call them jumbo lollipop sticks. You can get these from Hobbycraft, any basic craft shop really, and probably pound shops, that kind of thing. Wilkinson's do them, I think. The hot glue gun is from Hobbycraft. Then you need some pliers, preferably longish nosed ones, and you need a cutting tool. This is the hardest thing to get hold of when you're working with lollipop sticks, because I just got given this by my dad and he said, oh, why don't you try it, I bet it would work. It's just some weird cutting tool that he had, and I honestly don't know what it's called. So as you can see, it's got like measurements on it and stuff so that you can get a straight cut, and it's really helpful, but I don't know what it's called, so you might have to use scissors or pliers, or I don't know really. And then you need chain. You need 16 centimetres of chain to make two 8 centimetre bits. You need 4 jump rings. I'm using gold at the minute, just don't worry about that. And 2 10mm lobster clasps. 10mm as a general rule is probably a good idea. You need then some small scissors. So the first thing that needs doing is that you need to cut your lollipop sticks. I've already done mine. What you need to do is get one edge flat. So what I usually do is with my ruler, I've saved one to show you what I do. Measure from sort of that part right in the middle of the end, roughly to a centimetre, which is there. And then I forgot you need a pen, just mark that with a pen. And once you've done one, it gets easier because you just literally put it on, put the one you've cut on top of the one you want to cut, and that shows you where to mark it. So then you mark it with your pen. That's about right. Doesn't need to be too precise. And then use your cutting tool to cut. Sorry, I can't really show you this bit. Don't be scared to sort of pull it. Occasionally they splinter, but not very often. Now you'll be left with that. Hang on to these little semicircles because you'll need them in a bit. Now you might be left with sort of some stray bits here, so that's what your little scissors are for. Just trim along there, and then you do that for all 7. For now, just put 1 to the side. In fact, keep 3. Keep 3 and put the others to one side, along with the semicircles. So now make your chain. So you need to cut 8 centimetres. So you've got this, and what you want to achieve is this. Is a jump ring where my fingers are. That's just my phone. Ignore that. So with your pliers, take a jump ring and thread it through the end loop on one side. Now leave it open and put your lobster clasp on it and close it up. Make sure you close it up really carefully and that there aren't any gaps. And just give it a tug to make sure it's secure. And then I've got a thicker jump ring for this part, which I closed for some reason. So take a jump ring, another one, and thread it through the other end. It doesn't need to be thicker, but generally speaking it helps. So you've got that. Now I've already done the other one, so that's how you do those. Those are going to be your cross ties. Put those to one side. And then you need to start work on the actual frame of it, so to speak. So it's not going to be the easiest thing to show you. Okay. With your glue gun, put glue all along this edge here. Try not to burn yourself and try and keep it relatively neat. Now be quick here. Put another one on. I can't see. And then you need a work surface that you can sort of get a bit messy. So just put that on here. Now the important thing to remember is that the straight edges must line up. And then with your nail, scrape this glue off here. Having to talk quick. It's easiest to do while it's cold, hot, because it's a bit more pliable. And this will just make it look a lot neater if you can get most of the glue off. At least one side. Which I have kind of succeeded in doing, but it's difficult with the camera in front of me. Then swap the sides over and try and get it off this side. As I say, if you're quick, it's much easier. This is just for aesthetic purposes, really, but it is for an order, so it needs to look decent. Right, now you've got two. Do the same again. It's quite a slow process, and I'm running out of glue. If they feel at all insecure once the glue's sort of set, do it again, because it will probably break if it feels even slightly insecure. You need to light flush with something, because otherwise it doesn't create a straight wall sort of thing, and it bends. So that's why you put it on the floor, on the surface. I can't get my words out today, sorry. Swap it over, take the glue off this bit. Having long nails is also, having long, strong nails is very useful for tap making in general, because it just makes your life easier. There, so you've got one section of it now. That's actually relatively neat, and I'll tidy it up a bit more sort of when I've done the tutorial. So yeah, I'm going to do the second one, so take another 3 here, make sure you've got one left over, you should have, and we'll repeat the same thing. Okay, so now you've got 2 things, and the idea is that you're going to line them up like that. They won't lie completely flush, it's just the way that lollipop sticks form, so the glue will sort most of it out. You do want it at a right angle though, so it's important to try your best to get it square, about there. So what I usually do is glue along the edge of one of the pieces, and then sort of put that on the floor, on the ground, and then line this one up with it, and then pull it off. And just keep pressing it on. Once that solidifies, it will become a lot stronger. And then sometimes it's not quite good enough, so glue along the outside as well. This is messy, this part, and there's kind of no way to avoid that. If you do anything wrong, by the way, put more hot glue on it and it will loosen the existing hot glue, so that you should be able to correct it, but that can just make it really messy. And then we do something else, which this is where the other lollipop sticks come in. Lollipop stick, sorry. This is going to be your shelf, so that will hold them together more as well. I'm just going to put a new glue stick in. So glue along, just sort this out right, okay. Here, you've got to be quite quick, and this is the bit I usually mess up. Glue along there, and then along the edge at the back. Having glue issues here, please stop being awkward, glue gun. Like that, and then put that on there, try and make it straight. Like that, and that is your basic wash doll. So now we're going to add the chain and things like that, so yeah.